for the whole is smart. You don't part ways, hard coders part fade. Yeah, these old niggas from the coast and all way don't wanna get a sheet up, not in the Rosa Parkway. Yo, my views never been wrong, my views never been alone. My two weapons composed like Duke.
The song they crew effortlessly. Call me Lou, I'm on strong. Yeah, the crew from the way our clips sing, shoot blindly, ain't on 15.
Ain't nothing nice, my nigga, ain't nothing motherfucking nice. Fuck my fucking fight game, cause
Uppercut the sucker, plus I take a rusty snub, bust your blood.
Yo.
Niggas trying to get it in. Niggas trying to get it in. Niggas in the win, 2020 win.
ain't nothing nice, my nigga, ain't nothing motherfucking nice. Fuck my fucking fight game.
Right.
Uppercut the sucker, plus I took a rusty snub. Wash your blood, I scuff your nikes, plus your blood, I gush your pints. No matter what you type, A or B or AB, I slash your A or B.
Hey, did this song ever come out?
Not at all.
So this wasn't on Gangsta MC?
Not at all. It was a part of the Gangsta MC batch, but we never put it out.
Oh, okay. So y'all getting some behind the scenes.
Ain't nothing nice, my nigga, ain't nothing motherfucking nice. Fuck my fucking fight game, cause I
Yeah. What we doing though?
All right, y'all. Shoe gang in the building,
yourself.
y'all. Judges table, the big homie Madman, you know what I'm saying? UNG radio station, man. It's a Tuesday when we get it in, you know what I'm saying? We go hard for the folks, y'all. Big homie Madman in the building. Shoe gang, what up with it, y'all?
Yo.
Yes,
sir.
Yep, Doc J in the motherfucking building. What's the Shout out word to for tonight? everybody. What it is? Yo, first off, you know, shout out to everybody tapping in. A lot of the homies in there is saying, what song is that? That song was a part of the Gangsta MC album batch, but we never put it out, you know what I'm saying? Got a lot of songs like that, but that's just one of them, you know what I mean? See what's going on.
Yes, sir.
So, we in the building though, man. How y'all feeling, man?
Oh, shit.
Debo,
I'm
big homie
great.
Madman.
Nigga just out here, you know what I'm saying? This nigga got back from the gym and shit, quarantine gym and shit.
Him up.
Yeah, it's not a lot of people in the gym these days, but just give it like a week or two, everybody be back.
Now in Cali, I don't know how it is everywhere else, but you know, recently they opened up a lot of shit. So it's like indoor dining is popping like a motherfucker. Motherfuckers is going back to certain gyms and shit like that. And like always, they reporting that the motherfucking numbers is spiked. So I'm like, I don't know, man. Well, I will say, you know, I'm not no conspiracy theorist at all, but I do know, I feel like the CDC is putting out certain information, it's trying to scare, on some scare tactic shit, trying to get motherfuckers to go get the motherfucking the vax, you know what I mean? Because they said they just wrote, my nigga Biden just said they just rolled out the most vax ever now. So niggas is making their motherfucking appointments.
You know, during lockdown and shit, when everything was closing, you know what never closed? Bitches' legs. Because, nigga, even during the height of quarantine, where everybody was locked down, everybody supposed to be in the house, go to Figueroa, nigga, bitches out there hooking, nigga. I'm talking about no draws on, nigga. I was like, God, I seen, nigga, old-ass white man, nigga, stopping by and then getting them bitches. It was like a real-life game of Grand Theft Auto.
You know what's funny? One of these days, somebody need to fully sit me down and explain the hooker laws. Because
there is
the cops will go right past it. Not only do they,
the cops are fucking them too.
For sure. And I'm saying like it's almost like, nigga, it's low-key legal.
It is. Just like white supremacy and slavery. But go ahead though. What we talking about?
So you know, top of it. Real quick, shout out to everybody tapping in.
I see Amber out there. I see
I see the homie KFCOB in the building. I see DJ in the motherfucking Gracie in here, Amber in there. My nigga Ace of Jake.
That's not our cousin, Jason.
No.
Oh,
that's
okay.
the homie Ace of Jake. Vandy Rome's in the motherfucker. Yeah, but off the rip. Okay, so here's the thing. Before I say what I'm about to say, I'm not mad at motherfuckers who kind of do gimmicky shit. If that's how you want to do it, sometimes it might be some clown shit to me. But
I know what you're going. We didn't discuss this, but I guarantee I know where this nigga going.
Yeah, we don't even really go over the topic. Nigga just say, I got some topics. We just
to get each other's live reaction.
Yeah, roll him out. But so that Nas X shit.
I knew it. Come on, bro. That's a different level.
So my nigga,
that's a
little
level.
Nas expert. This nigga, okay, he has some that video, I didn't watch the video, but the nigga's wild, right?
Yeah.
So he has some companies that made 666 Nikes. They kind of flipped the motherfucking Air Max
Yeah.
And they put a drop of blood in each one.
Yeah.
And they getting them off.
Yeah.
Right? They getting them off. And
sold out.
Nike is suing them.
Yes.
Because, you know, for those that don't know, all kind of motherfucking people like flip their Nikes and customize them and do all that type of shit. Nikes don't give a fuck about that because they like, that just helps people want to buy Nikes and shit, right? But for this motherfucking shit, they like, nah, this is bad for business. So they trying to sue these motherfuckers. And in my opinion, rightfully so.
Yeah, like Little Nas Zest, right? That nigga, he's taking it to a whole new level. If y'all, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Y'all, when it comes to the edge, I'm talking to y'all uneducated rap fans out there. If y'all let this shit in, I'm going to retire and do something else and move to Mexico or something like that. Because the mumble rap shit is, that was bad enough. You feel what I'm saying? Uneducated rappers, uneducated rap fans, this shit is bad. But if y'all let this devil worship and shit, because the nigga is literally giving a lap dance to the devil on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let this shit continue, my nigga, it's fuck that. I don't fuck with that type of shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is my thing though. My thing is when it comes to, see, y'all ain't never gonna fool me, right? Here's my thing. Let's say for, I don't know if y'all remember, like Super Coon television programming, like Step and Fetch It, or let's say a coon show that gets a lot of attention. If you slander that coon show, I'm not gonna say, hey, that's racist. If you slander somebody that don't represent my group, I'm a part of the motherfucking African motherfucking black community, right? If you slander somebody who misrepresents us, by all means, do what you want to do. So if I slander a nigga who's technically a part of the LGBTQ plus community, but he misrepresents motherfuckers, fuck him. So I'm saying, the nigga Lil Nas X, he's doing trolly shit. He's not just a rapper coming out, hey man, hey, I identify as this, leave me alone, I want to make my music. It's probably hella rappers that's gay that we don't know about.
He's a no talent.
All power to them.
He's a no talent one hit wonder that's trying to stay relevant by doing wild ass shit. But man,
the only reason he extended his one hit wonder to several hits is because the motherfucking trolly shit. Yeah. So I'm saying, the moment you give a motherfucking Lucifer a motherfucking lap dance,
they give new meaning to the Red Room. What we going to a break or we going to the next time?
All right, so real quick, another thing I want to touch on real quick is you know, niggas always say buy black, right?
Buy black.
Buy black, right? Like
support black. A biracial business have black?
No, niggas. Like niggas who you know support black businesses. The other thing is niggas should do is fund black. Like it's one thing to be like
fund FUN or
FUND.
Oh,
right. It's like it's one thing to be like I got a motherfucking street vendor who I support on the corner of my neighborhood. That's one thing. The other thing is actually supporting them, like sending money to them, like cash apping them, or if they raising money, they doing some of a fundraiser, help in that kind of way. Don't just be a motherfucking nigga who purchased. Don't just be a customer. Actually support, you know, in other ways. Because
let me ask you a question then. Not to get off to your point, but is it buying? Going back to your original point about the hookers. If you go pay for a black hooker, is that buying black?
I mean, if you
niggas that only support black hooks.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. You can spend
spending money on strippers.
You can spend buying black any way you want to. If the moment I give a homeless person $1
and he's a nigga,
sure,
I ain't mad at that.
Buying black, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, well, check it out, y'all. This is Judge's Table. You know what I'm saying? Big homie, Madman, Shoe Gang in the building. Let's go to a quick break. You know what I mean? We're gonna come back and talk to the folks that's online and see what they got to say about this. Right about now, this is the big homie. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube. What up, Q?
Yeah.
How you like me now? I'm in the mix. It's 1986 and I got the fix with a chicken and a quota. Got the baking soda, let the water boil. Workers all loyal. Dropped out the 12 cause my wealth is shorter than a midget on his knees. Now I slang keys. Infest my hood with crack cause I'm the man. Take a nation of millions to hold me back. Too big for my britches and I got bitches. Now I'm hitting switches. Niggas want my riches. Used to get 18 when my G was alive. Now a key is 13.
Yo, Judge's Table, you know what I'm saying? So far tonight, y'all talking about how rappers are doing things that's unacceptable in the music industry. a lot of things are unacceptable in the music industry right now. You know what I'm saying? Some of the platforms have given people weirdos a platform. You know, you got weirdos on Twitch, you got weirdos on Clubhouse, people talking too much, people doing weird dances on TikTok. People that's actually working hard to be successful can't get no love. Then here comes somebody out of nowhere, do something stupid and get 1 million views, getting fat checks. So the point is, you're going to have to be very creative. And then once you get your lane, get out of that lane and figure out the new lane, because who knows what's getting ready to happen in the world.
Yeah.
That's why they're trying to serve you right now with Bitcoin, with currency, cryptocurrency, liquid money, digital money, paper money. They might even get rid of coins. I don't know where y'all at, but out here in Los Angeles, some of the stores, when you go in there, if you buy something that says $15 and you have to pay tax and they owe you 75 cents, they won't give you the 75-cent change back. They'll give you an IOU, so next time you come in the store, you got 75-cent credit. They're trying to get rid of coins and things like that. You know, let's talk about money. The money in the game, man. You know, how y'all feel about Cash App? That's something new that was not created 5 years ago, where we only deal with cash, and now we used to have to go to the check cashing place. Now people don't go to check cashing places no more. They get their money direct deposit, things like that, man. The money game has changed a whole new ball game, and it's affecting our lives, and it's benefiting some of us, but it's hurting some of us. So let's talk about it, man. How y'all feel about the money game, man?
I mean, with everything, man, like technology is always going to be a gift and a curse. It's always going to be certain advancements that help motherfuckers. It's always going to be the downside of it, right? So like Cash App, it helps a lot in certain areas. You know what I mean? Like if you got fucking Venmo, Cash App, if you got motherfucking PayPal, then you're able to send money to motherfuckers you otherwise wouldn't have been able to send money to, right? True. So that's good.
So you said it's a
The downside is people always use that type of stuff in the wrong way. Like there's niggas out there who hit chicks up and they going right to Cash App type talk from the rip. They like, so you got a nigga who's saying, hey man, he hit a female on the DMs, he doing the old school way, like, hey, how you doing? You know, I'm get to know you, woo, woo. He taking 4 or 5 weeks before he gets to a certain point. It's other niggas like, hey look, how you doing? My name is such and such, drop me your Cash App. You like, word? And then, you know, you got some females that's gonna bite on that. They're gonna be like, oh, word. And I'm not just trying to put it on females. You got sugar mamas out there who catch them a young little nigga, you know what I'm saying? And they hit them with the Cash App talk right off the rip. And I'm saying that shit is fucking the game up. Because if it's basically motherfucking cyber tricking.
Cyber tricking.
You know what I mean? Nigga with the cyber tricking. So I'm like, if you hitting a chick up and your first fucking DM, before you motherfucking hit send, you already checking your motherfucking balance. Like, let me see if I got enough. Got enough in the balance from these little sweetums right here.
Yeah.
Fucking the game up.
And the funny part is, nigga, them type of niggas, why they do that? All they want was that old dusty ass, swagful ass nigga like myself come in with no bread for the bitch and still scoop the bitch over. You know what I'm saying? She receiving that Cash App bread from the nigga while my dick's in her. But I've already said too much. Anyway, but yeah, to answer Madman's question, yeah, it's basically a gift and a curse. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they got new ways to get money, new ways to send money. But just like anything else, you're gonna have to adapt to what's going on. It's hurting some people at first, but then it's helping other motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? Like the stores closing and people losing their jobs due to COVID. That's fucked up for some. But for other motherfuckers, it's a blessing because, you know what I'm saying, they getting on EDD, get that stimulus. They're like, shit, I had more money during quarantine than I had, nigga, when the life was regular. So, nigga, I fuck with the COVID. You feel me? So, you know, it's a gift and a curse.
Yeah, it's a lot of motherfuckers that definitely finesse.
That's another thing too. The money has changed. So the jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Since they giving up, I don't know where everybody else is at, but in Cali, minimum wage is $15.
Yeah.
Since minimum wage went up, nobody's been paying attention. Gas is up. We paying like $4 a gallon. All right. Food went up, rent went up, lights went up, gas went up. Everything is going up. You know what I'm saying? The money game is something vicious. I think that everybody that's in the music industry, acting, athletic industry, and you got big dollars, it's time to flip the script like my brother Akon. Yeah. Akon bought acres in Africa, and he got his own money, and he got his own city named behind him. Now, people try to expose him and say, the Chinese helped him. So what? All right, he's doing it for the people. All right, people of color. All right, check it out. You know what I'm saying? If you live in America and you're afraid to go to Africa, Brazil, Rio, or any other country, and you want to stay right here in America so damn bad, Go to Oklahoma, Kansas, on the outskirts of California, Nevada, Arizona, somewhere in the South, Georgia, and buy some acres. Build some things on your land so you can get ready to have your thing jumping off, man. You know, I know people have traveled from city to city many of times. You see all that land out there. Get you some land and figure it out. This is for all of us. I know it's easier said than done. But it's time to do something. Let's do something, y'all.
I mean, yeah, like he said though, if you on that level, unless you get super racks, you definitely need to go to one of those places he named, like
especially them cats who get big racks, Julius,
or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. Like if you probably should do it in Cali, unless like if you got the major racks, because it's gonna cost a pretty penny to buy that shit in Cali. You know what I mean?
Well, they got an acre for 3 G's, and these rappers always talking about 80,000 on their chain, 80,000 on their neck.
Yeah.
How many times does 3 go into 80? A bunch. All right, you can go and get 5 acres for some of that watch.
Right.
That one watch, you can get you some acres, and then you can pay some people, a professional construction company, map out the blueprint, build something on there. It doesn't necessarily have to be a house. You can build an office, a building, anything, a warehouse. Do something, and next thing you know, now while people driving through that highway, when they pass through that little area, they see, 4 houses right there and a building. I can get gas right there this time, or anything. I can get my tire changed right there. Something. See, people are thinking, I just want an acre or 2 acres to give me a house and have me some land, give me a pond back there and fish or something. That's cool too. But you be knocking them off if you build like 3 houses on your land. 4 or 5 buildings. One building is to change tires because people catch flats on the highway left and right. You got one mechanic office or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Etc. 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 It doesn't have to be in the middle of the state. It could be right on the outskirts of the city. You know what I'm saying? It's just time to just focus on something positive, y'all. Especially if you're in the industry.
Speaking of ways niggas making money and shit, so I was talking to one of the young homies the other day, and he was saying how he trips off the fact that niggas still push up on him with physical CDs, right? Now, he's right that is it's an archaic way to hustle. Is not the wave, but what I have to let the nigga know is when you just now starting off. This is my personal opinion. Niggas can disagree with this. When you starting off, there's no such thing as a wrong way to hustle. If you decide to rap today and you're 17, whatever you do to get your music heard and to get your foot in the door is the right thing. I don't give a fuck. A nigga like Blueface, he started off. That nigga was driving to local high schools and shit, standing on top of the cars, rapping in front of whoever would listen, right? A record executive could say that's a bad idea or that's low budget or whatever. He like, nigga, I'm trying to get in the game. So if you a nigga who get the homie who can make CDs and you moving around trying to sell CDs, guess what? No, niggas don't have CD players in their cars for the most part outside the hood. In the hood, niggas got old Pintos and shit. So you might get a small following. You might get 30 motherfuckers to buy your shit. One of them 30 people, motherfuckers might have a homeboy, he got a studio. Now you can record, now you don't have to press CDs up with the homie that got the little CD presser. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, if you stay on a certain wave, that's the mistake. If you stay doing some old shit and you keep continuing to do it that way, that's a mistake. But I'm just saying, entry level hustle is do anything you can. Don't let a nigga tell you not to do certain shit. Like, you could be doing some shit that's old, but if that's the first thing you have access to, do whatever, because it's better than doing nothing. Everybody ain't gonna get their foot in the game and already have access to professional studio, have access to being able to use like DistroKid or fucking TuneCore to be able to put your music on to digital distributors without CDs and shit. So yeah, I'm just saying, don't discourage a young motherfucker starting out. It's good game if you tell a nigga to elevate at some point, but when you first start from the rip, do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I say keep your CDs, your cassettes and stuff, because the industry is trying to take away everything already anyway. You'd be a fool to get rid of it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because by the time you, I'm going to go digital. Next month, they'll be talking about let's go air. You know what I'm saying? You notice they keep changing. Okay, go Facebook. As soon as everybody get a Facebook, Instagram. As soon as everybody get Instagram, TikTok. So your phone ain't working, you got an Android, you got to get an iPhone. Hey, hold on, freeze, man. You know what I'm saying? They doing a little bit too much to stay in your pocket, and you. It's like they bullying you, like kids get bullied in school. Oh, he got on some regular Nikes, man. My daddy paid $300 for these Air Jordans, so you ain't got the $300 Air Jordans, you ain't nothing. So that's how they making it. They trying to belittle you if your phone ain't good enough, if you ain't got a good enough car. The point is point A to point B. If your car start up every day and get you from point A to point B, be happy. You know what I'm saying? A big Bentley ain't even nothing any damn way. Like I always say, a Bentley costs $100,000 to $1 million. You could buy a dozen cars with that money, open up a used car lot. People out here spending money. The people who own Bentley, they don't spend that kind of money. They walking around in no-name shoes. This cat sitting right next to you got $800 million in the bank. He got on some no-name shoes. But the cat that live in the project, he got a brand new Corvette, Jordans on. You know what I'm saying? So let's not be backwards. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it in. You know what I'm saying? It's 2021. Let's get into this song right here. Coming out of Kansas City, Missouri. It's called 21.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, let's talk to the fans when this song come out, man. All right, let's see what they say, yo.
That's 21. 21. Pop shit, I ain't gotta watch shit. Told them I'm a boss, I ain't tryna buy no outfits. Need me some ankles, frost on my neck, wrist. Ice so cold, like fuck around the coffee. 21. That's 21.
That's 21. That's new music, man, by the Goddess 21. You know what I'm saying? It's the big homie Madman. Y'all keep it locked right here, Judge's Table. Next week, we're going to be having a special guest come in. We're going to be having our first year anniversary, April the 13th. We're going to have live performances from the homie Daylight. We're going to have Beaver. We're going to have Dexka. And the Shoe Gang is going to be in the building, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And y'all make sure y'all rock with us tomorrow night. We're going to have Gigi Sweets in the mix. On Thursday, I got Asia Lamplay coming in. She's a book writer. She gets it in hardcore. And I got a comedian by the name of Sister Lou. We're going to be having a good time. And I got Ethi and King Ota coming in the radio station. This is UNG radio station, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Home of the independent entrepreneurs, where we talk about each and everything. You know what I'm saying? Right about now, we're going to go to Debo and see what Debo is talking about on his Instagram and see what the fans are saying to him, y'all.
Let's see. Lyrical Day said, "How y'all been?" You
We
know
good,
what
my
I'm
G.
saying? Yep. What is my name? Professor Lowe said, "What up?"
What's goody
You
goody?
know that? The Black Panther 12 said, "What's up with the family business album?"
Ain't nobody asking no
That's
questions.
It's coming soon.
He said, "For real, no questions." Yeah. A lot of them is agreeing with the statements y'all made. You know what I'm saying? Vandy said he said he met Madman through giving him a CD.
That's
See?
a fact. See, there
There
you
you
go.
go. You know what I'm saying? For real, man.
Yeah, one night I was driving down Normandy and I pulled up to the liquor store and Vandy Rones was out there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Vandy Rones he out here.
Nothing wrong, be grinding.
You know what I'm
The
saying? Lyrical
CD
Day
game
facts.
is important because they still make CDs in your car.
Yeah, they
and
still
people
make-
got their music on CDs. So in 10 years from now, you got a song that you want to get off CD. You can't get it off your CD because you was too busy following the industry, going digital, liquid, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Now your music is trapped on a DAT. Y'all remember the ADATs?
Yeah.
People still got music on ADAT, but you can't get your music off because you don't have an ADAT machine. No, keep your ADAT machine and hook it up into your laptop to get it off the ADAT. You know what I'm saying? Keep your cassette player. I got plenty of cassettes with mixes. I'm from the old school. I remember buying not KRS-One, Red Alert. Dr. Dre used to run around the town and make mix CDs, make mix tapes, $10 mix tapes. Red Alert had the hottest songs on there. You know what I'm saying? And now, where can you go buy a mixtape at right now? Where can you go buy a mix? Ain't nobody making
Swap
mixes.
me, that's probably about it.
That's kind of like putting the DJs out of business.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
real
man.
quick,
What somebody asked a question. They
Yeah,
said,
the homie, that's Ben Smoke _ Chris. He said, name 3 rappers we like to work with that we haven't worked with yet. Sheesh. Jigga will be one. You know what I'm saying?
You know who
Yeah,
else
but-
was one? Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
I mean, shit. It'd be if Shoe Gang got a cold ass Snoop feature, nigga. That might be your
Snoop Dizzle.
But you know what too? Kendrick and J. Cole. I know this is more than
Yeah,
3.
man.
You know what I'm
That's
saying? But
powerful.
yeah, Kendrick and J. Cole be dope. I think their sounds and how they rap mixed with how we rap would go together real nice. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
On that lyrical woke gangster shit.
Yeah, cause you know, that's funny because you know, I would say around 2009, around the time we dropped Gangsta MC, like Kendrick, Cole, Wale, a couple other cats, their the noise they was making was comparable to what cats like Shoe Gang, Kid Vicious. We all kind of came from the same crop. You know what I mean? Some niggas went the mainstream route, some niggas didn't, but them niggas is kind of like, you know, from our same cloth. So yeah, Kendrick and Cole be dope to work with. I mean, shout out to the homies who asked that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, though, real quick. So another topic. I'm gonna talk about. I was watching a Lil Yachty interview on Gilly the Kid and his cousin podcast. $1 million worth of game. Shout out to them niggas. I was watching the interview. Like, before I get to what I want to touch on, what he was talking about, I find it funny that a nigga like Lil Yachty, right? The nigga was kicking some game a little bit. Nigga kind of knowledgeable. The nigga is actually somewhat articulate. And it's funny because a lot of the rappers you think is some of the slowest niggas on earth be nigga hella like studious when they motherfucking in interviews. Like, that's like motherfucking, what's the nigga name? I'ma call you my shorty. Not him, the nigga he's on the song with. That's Lil Plies. Nigga, I used to hate Plies' guts. Like, when that song was out, nigga, that nigga was rhyming shit that ain't never rhymed. That nigga rhymed promise with mama. I tell you, a promise. She ain't with the drama. I was like, fuck this nigga. But that song was popping. And then later on, I started to fuck with him because when the nigga do interviews, that niggas was doing his Vine shit and IG shit, he was saying real ass shit. But I digress with sidetracking off. What I was about to say about my nigga Yachty though is, okay, so Yachty was talking about, he said, he feels like rappers, when they first get in the game, he's like, man, to be honest, a lot of the young homies I be around, they be saying they forced to make street music. They be like, man, I ain't even no trap nigga like that, man. My cousin trap or whatever. I'm not really a street nigga like that, but I'm forced to rap about street shit because that's the easiest thing to do. Like, that's the way. He was like, basically, that's the blueprint. He's like, you talk about whipping it up, you talk about street shit, you talk about the trap, talk about the bando and all that.
Does Yachty talk about that shit?
No, he don't. He was saying, it was Gilly and Wallow was giving him credit for being original. They was like, see, you original, so we give you praise. He was like, yeah. He said, I'll be telling some of the young homies, like, man, you ain't gotta do what these niggas do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was saying, you ain't gotta talk about the trap. But he said, it's unfortunate that niggas have to or feel like they have to. So my question to y'all is that our generation's fault? That this wave of niggas feel like they gotta make
right now the music industry is forcing. Like, all the young ladies, they like, if you don't shake it or have ass or do this, you're not gonna get played. So they forcing these artists. They say, we signed you because you look good. Or we signed you because you rap good. We want you to rap about killing niggas, carrying guns. We don't want to hear the positive music, you know what I'm saying? Because if you play positive music, you ain't getting played on the radio. You might not sell out. You might not sell off the shelf or whatever. But, you know, that's how it is. So the industry is pressuring niggas to wear skinny jeans. You gotta be like the other. You gotta be like the young Yachty.
Well,
You know what I mean?
so my question though is that, like, let's say Pop and Biggie and DMX and Lil Kim and Foxy Brown, the way they came out, did they set the standard for, if you're a woman, you gotta be super sexualized, you gotta be super, and if you're a nigga, you gotta be super gangbang, not trapped out, or talk about street shit. Is that what happened?
What it is it's that when you get with these big companies and corporations and shit, they only want to see anything that perpetuates negative shit that has to do with black people. You know what I mean? Like, anything that's negative and ratchet is what they're gonna put millions of dollars behind. Anything that's positive, they're not gonna be fucking with that shit because it's a gang of dope ass, skilled, lyrical, positive rappers or conscious brothers and sisters. You feel what I'm saying? But they're not gonna ever get their shit as big as the ratchet, gangster, negative, gang banging, shoot 'em, shoot you, drug dealing rappers because that's their shit is too positive. You feel what I'm saying? It's not making black people look in a negative light. That's the main reason. When they saw gangster shit and gangster shit blew up, now it did help us at first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they was like, shit, nigga, we gotta keep this gangster, we gotta keep promoting this gangster ass criminal lifestyle music going.
Yeah.
Because not only do white people love it, but at the same time, it keeps a negative image in the mind of everybody when it comes to black people. That's why Lil Nas X can thrive doing fuck nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? But somebody like YB Cordae, who's lyrically skilled, and he's more positive. He's talking about real life. YBN Cordae, my bad. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's not gonna thrive like a Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
He can rap way better than Lil Nas X. You know what I'm saying? So anything negative they're going to promote heavily. And anything positive, no, it's making black people look too good. We can't promote that type of shit. So shout out to somebody like Ciroc. She should be just as big as Cardi B. You feel me?
Yeah. I mean, so what's the remedy for that?
I mean,
The remedy is to be original, because you have to be original. If you don't be original, then you're not gonna last. Now, LA, we rock gangster shit.
Yeah.
But in Arkansas, I ain't saying that they don't rock hardcore, but they might rock a Midwestern thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your album, back in the day when we had the cassettes and album 45s, people would make 5 songs on each side. Side A, side B.
Yeah.
So you had a reggae song, you had a go-go song, you had a hip-hop song, you had an R&B song, you had a love song, examples, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So that way when you go on tour, you know that in Atlanta, I mean not in Atlanta, in Miami, as soon as you get on stage, booty, 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 booty. They love Two Live Crew.
Right.
Now on the West Coast, let it bang, make it bang. Now on the East Coast, you gotta have them lyrical schemes.
Yeah.
So if you got a universal album, you can actually fit in where you're supposed to go and you're
Yeah.
original. So if right about now, if you really listen to the music industry, it seems like all these songs sound alike. It's like a 3-hour song.
That is a fact.
And then my niggas in New York, they come from an originality. Some of the youngsters not doing their history, and they doing a Pop Smoke. Rest in peace, my big, the little homie.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of sound like Pop Smoke, or they taking T Grizzly style.
Yeah.
Right,
Right? I'm like, man, why y'all want to all sound alike? You're supposed to be doing your own thing,
Right.
man.
See?
You know?
And just like Madman is saying, see, if you are from the streets and you are a gangster, then, and that's what you want to rap about, you should do that. But when you do that, you also got to rap about the consequences of shit in certain action that you may have done. You know what I'm saying? Don't just glorify the negative shit, right? But if you are about that life, then rap about that. If you are somebody who on some positive shit, then rap about that. If you're a motherfucker that don't know nothing about the street life and you go to school and you into the books and shit, but you want to rap about that.
Yeah.
The issue is, like I said, I would buy, if I think a rapper is dope, he don't gotta be from the streets for me to fuck with it. You feel what I'm saying? But the problem is, like I said, they only gonna promote the negative shit. That's why ratchet gangster shit, bitches clapping ass, WAP. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers talk about sipping lean and all that, popping pills and shit. That's why that shit will always thrive more as long as the white or companies who want to see niggas, you know, the white supremacists who run that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As long as they're in charge of everything, then this is gonna continue. That's why when you get your foot in the game, somebody like that's big as like a Dr. Dre, Puffy, and them, you gotta put people on that you want to put on when you got that much power and you black. They don't have to be. In my opinion, a nigga like Kendrick and J. Cole would not have made it in today's music if somebody black wasn't behind them, like a Dr. Dre or a Jay-Z. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta have somebody that know this person is talented.
That's real.
You know what I'm
need more
saying?
people to step up. That used to be, that was a code of the game. Not a code of the street. All right, so your responsibility, I'll use Ice Cube for an example.
Yeah.
Ice Cube came out. Okay, he created the Lish Mob. That means he was solo, but he had the Lish Mob behind him. They rapped on certain records on his album. So when he went on tour, he wasn't the only one on stage rapping. He had a team that backed him up.
Right.
So after his album did successful, after 6 months, then he dropped the Lish Mob record. Then he dropped the Yo-Yo record. Then he dropped the Dale